Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video. Welcome everybody guys, let's take a look again on the euro currency. Well, we're coming to a couple of sessions that will be very important for price behavior, I suppose, because this is actually some data on the employment should be released. It's, today's first session is we will get initial claims in the United States, and tomorrow is most expecting data. That's first non-farm payrolls release after the after the massive impact of the pandemic on all markets across the board in all countries. So actually, this will be the first information, the first statistics that should include the impact of the virus spreading across the globe. So, and investors are really worried on the data, what it will bring. So today, for example, the market expects another 3.5 million of the initial claims. So it will be outstanding numbers. So last week we've got approximately 3 millions. This week the market also expects 3.5 millions. Drop of the non-farm payrolls is expected approximately for the 300,000. Well, significant drop, and also it's a jump in unemployment. So is expected. So it will be today. Will be probably guys doom and gloom session. We will see. Currently. But on the technical picture, at least currently, it looks a bit quiet. So everything stands with our trading plan. So situation develops gradual, accurately. So we will see what will happen. In particular, on the daily chart, we see the pullback. Currently, we have the bullish pattern on the weekly, things that I talk about every day. And now we have the moderate retracement back in the body of this pattern before, as it should be, at least by the shape of the pattern, before upward continuation, a kind of the ABCD pattern that could return market back to the 114, 115 area. So that's approximately that we will keep an eye on in the nearest 1-2 weeks probably. What I like with this retracement is that, guys, it's very gradual. It's slow, gradual, and definitely keeps shape of the retracement, no accelerations. It's very good price behavior that confirms the idea of the pullback and suggests that this is really extension, it's retracement, and gives not bad chance to see upward action here. So on the 4-hour time frame chart, we have this picture. Here we could consider it as a hand and shoulders, for example, as we discussed it yesterday, or we could just, as it looks on the 4-hour time frame chart, we could consider just the ABCD pattern based on these extensions and swings to the downside. So that's how you like to do it more. So because actually whether you betting on the hand and shoulders or treat just as ABCD, the target will be the same, because actually this is head and this is shoulder. So this pattern suggests that we should get drop to the 108.30 based on the pattern that we have in place. That creates an agreement with the major 618 support. That corresponds to the idea of the huge bullish engulfing pattern that we have on the weekly chart. That would be great if we will get drop really to this point. But also we should be very careful, because we're coming to the outstanding data release, and the first probe of this will be today. So what I do not want to see is this type of action. So I do not want to get just fast acceleration right to the D point of the ABCD pattern. I would prefer gradual action here to the downside, or maybe even reversal right from this point. So that's things that we could keep an eye on. On the daily chart, guys, by the way, another thing that we could keep an eye on, because we still have the 2 sessions till the end of the week, this is, of course, the bullish grabber. So currently we do not have it, but if market will proceed lower right to the 108.30 area today, tomorrow, we could get the grabber. If we'll get the grabber at major 618 support, that will be much better right here. Now let's take a look what we have on the hourly chart. Now on the chart, this is our picture that we discussed yesterday. So you can see indeed market has come on the way of the two-leg retracement here. So if you remember yesterday we said that it will be either drop right from this point to the downside, or market will try to show ABCD and then will start dropping. So you can see that's great patterns has been formed. ABCD, it's card is cheaper to sell. That was opportunity to go short, as we said, for scalp traders. That was also the point where the buyers up from this confidence support, as we said, should have closed at least the 50% of their position, move stops below these lows. So you can see this trade is over because market already has dropped lower. Now we're not considering any new longs by far. What we have with this setup? Well, it's difficult to predict what will happen on the jobless claims release, but by technical picture, well, it seems that chances on the downward continuation are not really bad. Because take a look what has happened. Market already has tested the confidence. That was first test. That was our first buying opportunity here. Shows the pullback. Now we tested for a second time, deeper. So we have the lower lows compared to this one. And pay attention that we have here we do not have the bullish divergence. So this on the MACD it's also lower lows, minor pullback, smaller compared to this one. And take a look, it's forming a kind of the bearish dynamic pair. So trend stands bullish, but price action is not. Here's very small pony reversal candle has been formed, which suggests the deeper downward action. So guys, personally, I will not be surprised if we'll get, for example, at least the butterfly here, some drop to the 10860 area, or even continuation to our major ABCD on the daily. Oh, sorry, on the follow time frame chart. This one, in completion of the hand and shoulders. That's our preferable setup. So yes, you could say that we have the fallen wedge, which is potentially the bullish pattern. Indeed, this is potentially bullish pattern, but very often this kind of wedges could be broken, or it could turn to the flag pattern, for example, if market will form this one, become this one. Patterns will drop right to the 130. Well, here is very difficult to recommend something definite. I mean that we are watching for buying opportunity, but you could do it differently. So, for example, it's good when we are trying to get on a spot, catching market right at the bottom. For example, if market will drop to the 130, we will take the position and it will immediately turn up. That will be just perfect. But the problem is that we do not know. Here, at this moment, market stands just, well, 109, 130, 60 pips above the predefined level that we have discussed and possible taking the position. Could market turn up here? Well, theoretically it's possible because we could get the data that could push market up right from here. In this case, this wedge will work. What we could do in the current circumstances? Well, if you're conservative and you would like to get all or nothing, for you it's better to wait really for 108.30, because that is we have the extension, we have agreement. That's also right at this point we probably could get the grabber on the daily. If you are not sure, you would like to take the part in the trade, but you have some doubts how to better to do this, and you are not sure that market will drop, or maybe to take a position right here because we're at confluence. Well, that's also possible. You could take the 30% of your position here with the stops below 108.30. If market will drop, you will take another 70% right here, and you will get approximately good entry price somewhere around 108.65. So that will be some average position that will be not really bad. That's approximately that we could do currently on the EUR, and that's the scenarios that we will keep an eye on. So for us, is a major thing right now to see when our upper continuation will start. It's triggering with the weekly engulfing pattern and running back to the 114.50 top. So that's our primary point, and here is just we're trying to catch a better point where we could take the position. So let's see what we will get.